Now which one of y'all hoes ready to clown with a nigga from the D-town? I put it down like Trey and Eminem. What I'm giving them, game that's infinite. Never forget me, bitch. Whether I'm rich or pissy poor, whether I love all ladies or just all whores, whether I rock the top in a dubbed out coupe, whether I take you out to eat and order rat soup. It really don't matter at all. DJ Assault, aka Craig Diamonds, y'all. So what you saying? We gon' get naughty, y'all. Ready to party with the girls with naked bodies, y'all. Okay. So strip tease, get on your knees. Stop me at the clubs when the cops yell freeze. Illegal shit, we gon' leave confidential. This is what I'm giving you over this instrumental. Something to shake your ass to. Something to make that cash to. Something to shake your ass to. Something to make that cash. What I'm giving them, something to shake your ass to. Something to make that cash to. Something to shake your ass to. Something to make that cash. Came in the club like that. I stole J shit, oh well man, I hope he don't resent it. Cause this is for them nasty hoes, doing them nasty shows, diked out with them dildos. I guess they got skill though, for real though, chill though, you damn nympho. But she'll do that to do. Everybody get a turn like Rubik's Cube. With a body like a goddess, she takes the cake. The bitch is thicker than a motherfucking milkshake. So shake that ass and titties too. Notice, I'm running game and I'm tipping you. This place is like a zoological park. You're making money off of busters and straight up mark. Them niggas crazy. But who am I to judge or judge? Show me what they hitting for. This what I'm giving, yo.
Something to shake your ass to. Let's go! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to the Conspiracy Castle. I am your conspiracy asshole, primetime 99 Alex Stein. We are on the grind all the time here at the Conspiracy Castle, and tonight we have a very special guest. We're going to be shaking our ass in the castle all night because we got a real deal guest, guys. It's a pleasure. We have a guy, he's been on everything from Howard Stern to Opie and Anthony. He's even freaking interviewed the Pope. This guy's talked to the Pope. You know how I feel about the Pope. I think of the Catholics. They like to diddle little boys. So we know that's allegedly. So I don't want to put that on him. But here at the Conspiracy Castle, you know, we like to get freaky deaky. And that's all I'm saying is that tonight is we're going to... Oh, did I lose him? Wow, I think I lost Ian. Oh, I think I actually kicked him out. Wow, let's see. Oh, shoot. I hope he didn't leave already. What I'm giving up. Wow. No, I hope he didn't leave already. I had him on there and then I did all that. It had to be an accident. That'd be terrible. He didn't leave. Oh, he's trying to get back in. Okay, good. Maybe I did it. Okay. No, sorry. No problem. Let's see if that link should work. Of course, guys. We get Ian on. Oh, here we go. Admit. Let's see. Now, which one of y'all hoes ready to clown with a nigga from the D-town? I put it down like Trey and Eminem. What I'm giving them. Let's go. He keeps on dropping out. He's about to join and then it's dropping out. Might be a connection issue. Wow. We gotta. Okay. Ian.
This might be
better. You're on here twice and no audio on either. Well, hold on. Let me show you to the audience so they can see you. Okay, this is Ian. This is everybody. Hold on. Let me look at this. Ian, this is too funny that we're, of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, guys, we have a best-selling author, New York Times best-selling author, an incredible guy, you know, real badass investigative journalist. But even then, I don't believe it's Ian's fault. I think it might be the stream. Should we try a whole new link, Ian? Why don't we try a whole new link? That fixed it last time. Okay. We're going to do that. Okay. End meeting. So we have Ian here. So we're not faking. You guys, I don't want y'all to think that we're playing a joke on y'all. And sometimes we have issues. It is what it is here at the Conspiracy Castle. Do I guarantee you my darndest effort? Yes. Even my best effort, my tools fail me. It's like in the Super Bowl, you lose your helmet. I mean, that's kind of on you if you lose your helmet in the Super Bowl, to be honest. But I'm Prime Time 99. You know, I play hurt. I play man down. We're going to get Ian on, and this is going to be a stream for the ages. Some of you guys' brains are going to be like, wow. Y'all are going to be in wow mode. I hope. I know it. If we can get it going.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Can you hear me now? I think that was a commercial, right? Okay, let me get you going.
That's funny.
Okay, hold on. I think I'm maybe echoing. No. I think we're good. I think the audio is good. I don't hear me on your side. Hold on. Let me introduce you.
Just one second before you start. All right.
You ready for this?
No background. Yeah, maybe this is better. Okay. I'm good
You have a charger? I want to talk for a little bit.
I'm good.
Okay.
I'll do it handheld. If you give me a second, I do have I'm doing it on my phone, so I could do it here.
It's no rush. It's we do it free. We're free. We're free here at the Conspiracy Castle. No pressure. You've been with all the big wigs. You've been with Stern. Gosh, I can't believe you've been on Howard Stern show twice. That is incredible. We're actually live right now, Ian. I don't know if you know that. I know I'm being very nonchalant.
Okay, go ahead.
But you're good. You're good. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, let me just formally tell you guys, the guest we have on is an esteemed guest, one of the most prestigious guests we've ever had at the Conspiracy Castle. And I'll be honest, Ian, we've had some real doctors, some surgeons, we've had some real highfalutin people here, but I have to say you are probably one of the most esteemed guests, no doubt about it. So it's an honor to have you here at the Conspiracy Castle. And before I give you, before I let you talk, because I know you're long-winded and I want to hear your opinion more than mine. You have a new book out, Controversy, and the link is in the description, guys. And he talks about Epstein. He talks about all the Hollywood stuff, all the stuff that's important, all the stuff that kind of woke me up, that turned me into a baby truther, that I call baby truth. So with that, how are you doing this evening? Thank you for being on the Conspiracy Castle, Ian.
Hey, thanks, Alex. I'm in Colombia, South America now, shooting a film. And of course, I have my trademark sunglasses and hat on because I go undercover in all my films, and people say, "Why do you wear glasses?" So I just disclose it right away. If I didn't, my brand would be dead. So I've been doing this for decades, and even before Sacha Baron Cohen did all the undercover characters. But I do go for substance. And as you alluded to in my new book, Controversy, Sex, Lies, and Dirty Money, I'm the only journalist to ever interview this sociopath, Jeffrey Epstein, at length. And let me tell you, he really spilled all the information to me. And I out in the book Prince Andrew of the British royal family as being a serial abuser of young girls. He should be arrested. He should be at least put to trial. There's just so many cases of Andrew having sex with young girls. And it's amazing this guy's out scot-free. And as I say in the book, which the royal family is trying to stop, Controversy, Sex, Lies, and Dirty Money. It's on Amazon, and it's all about child sex trafficking, which is one of the worst form of a human act one could commit ever. In the book, I say clearly that Prince Andrew was in cahoots with Jeffrey Epstein, was part of his international child sex trafficking ring, along with Ghislaine Maxwell and others. And it's about time he's been held accountable.
Yeah, but really and truly, Ian, come on, let's not act like anybody really has been held accountable. Do you think Jeffrey Epstein killed himself?
No.
I know.
I always go on the forensic pathological evidence. The cameras were turned off, no surveillance footage, and you're talking a maximum security prison. It's almost impossible to do that. The guards fell asleep. It was a professional job, and the independent forensic pathological experts said there's no way Epstein committed suicide. And there was lots of reason, because people were afraid he'd expose them. And a lot of fingers point at the British royal family or the Clintons. Look, I wasn't in the cell, but certainly the evidence that was tampered with dictates a reopening of the investigation, how Epstein really died. And for some reason, they won't do that, Alex.
Well, we know, we look into all the footage. It looks like the only thing he could have done is a CPAP machine choked him around the neck by a Mossad agent. And we know that he's a Mossad agent because Ghislaine Maxwell's dad, Robert Maxwell, was a Mossad agent. They threw him off his boat. So, I heard you talking about how he was even a triple agent for Saudi Arabia, but really and truly, he had an Israeli passport and a Saudi Arabian passport. They looked in his safe. What did those passports do for him at the end of the day? I mean, I guess they helped him traffic children, but they didn't get him out of really any federal trouble. I mean, I guess. What's your opinion? Because you had the best interview.
And the Saudis.
Real quick, let's get into that. But how did you get? My first question is, how the fuck did you get access to Jeffrey fucking Epstein? Excuse my language. How did you even get connected with that dude?
Well, I did several books about the modeling business when I went undercover as a male model. One of them won a Book of Year of the Award in the UK. And Epstein was very involved with the modeling agencies, and through a Wall Street friend who worked with modeling agencies, he got me an interview with Epstein. Certainly, I don't write what all the other books about Epstein write. I really detail my interview. It lasted almost 7 hours. It was supposed to last like a half hour, and I interviewed him for about 7 hours. So I dictate everything in the book, but all the affiliations, and I out Epstein as being a triple agent, not only with the Saudis and Israelis, but also he was very tight with the former Libyan dictator, Muammar Gaddafi, and he provided a lot of girls to Gaddafi, underage girls, in exchange for top secrets. And it's really fascinating stuff, incredible stuff. Epstein duped everybody.
And let me stop because you say Muammar Gaddafi. Really and truly, if you look at Muammar Gaddafi, he actually gave 3 million Northern Africans access to clean water, and Hillary Clinton carpet bombed that actually and turned Libya into a slave state. So when we look at Muammar Gaddafi, like I know in the annals of time and history, they'll say he was a bad guy, but I don't know how bad he was. I mean, I know he was a crackpot or whatever, but a lot of those guys are crackpots. But this is what I'm saying is you look at Hillary Clinton, who's directly connected to Bill Clinton, who was on that same airplane. So it's a weird connection to think he would be connected to the person that killed him. Jeffrey Epstein would be the conduit between literally Hillary Clinton, the person who basically killed Muammar Gaddafi, and then on record last, we came, we saw, he died. Do you remember that interview?
Yeah. What happened exactly? I'll tell you with Gaddafi. The U.S. played Gaddafi like a fiddle. They were his arch enemy. Then they pretended to be his best friend. And they had one thing in goal to take him out. But I can't throw pity parties for Gaddafi or his sons. They were complete sleaze buckets. Gaddafi was banging like all kinds of Western women provided by Epstein, underage girls. So I'm not here to.
He was okay. So he was banging children. That's terrible. Then he's terrible. Okay, and yeah. But the one thing, and I don't know more Gaddafi. When you hear him talk and stuff, he did give this presence like he was kind of like this helpful. I'm just saying from interviews I'm seeing.
No, Gaddafi was a complete hypocrite, though. He killed so many people. I can't throw pity parties for the Libyan dictator. One thing I will say, he paid Sarkozy about 50 million euros when Sarkozy ran for president, because he wanted to do reparations, and if Sarkozy won, to become to develop better relationships between France and Libya. And in the book, it was Epstein who gave that classified information to the French government, because Epstein was livid that Sarkozy married the supermodel Carla Bruni. Epstein wanted to be with Carla Bruni himself. So if not for Epstein, Sarkozy would not be under house arrest today, because he was just convicted recently, a few weeks ago, of corruption.
We're going to talk about Epstein so much, but it just made me think we got to go to Michael Jackson real quick. I know we're going to be jumping all over the place. We're going to talk about Epstein and Muammar Gaddafi, but this is a really touchy subject to me, because I don't believe when you look at the Finding Neverland, you look at that documentary, and I'd like to get your opinion on this. If you look at Wade Robinson's story and James Safechuck's story, and this is a conspiracy castle, I've looked at, there's a lot of conflicting evidence. As a matter of fact, even when James Safechuck said that he was touched, and this is all alleged, just want to put this on the record, that it happened in the train house. And then after the fact, when they look at the estate, they say that there weren't even architectural plans for the train. And then if you actually look at Michael Jackson, he was investigated for 19 years by the FBI, and they never found one thing. If you and I were investigated for 19 years, they would find us doing anything. We'd take a piss in the wrong toilet, they would arrest us. You know, if one browser search history wrong thing, this guy was under mass surveillance. If he was diddling children, he would have been caught. And then if you look at all he only paid one or two settlements. I think it was like the Mendoza family, and then the original kid, and then the original settlement, the kid he paid, the dad ended up killing himself shortly thereafter. So there's a lot of
Chandler. He paid
Chandler,
Jordan Chandler, because in my book I acquit Michael, and in my film, which sold to like 180 countries, Gone Too Soon, which finally is now available on Amazon because all the TV stations had licensing on it for so many years. So Gone Too Soon's available on Amazon Prime. Look, in the first case, the insurance company, I put the document, I obtained it in my book unmasked, and the insurance company forced Michael to settle. In the second one, in the second case, it was completely outrageous what happened with Arvizio. And Michael, again, maintained his innocence. He was acquitted. The Leaving Neverland, look, at the time I had the same film distributor as Leaving Neverland. I had just put out a movie, and Leaving Neverland came out a few months later. And incredibly, I could disprove everything in Leaving Neverland. It really was a cash grab. There was, this was by two guys who wanted to make some money. Look, nobody was in the bedroom except Michael and those kids. But if you read my book or watch my film, Gone Too Soon, you'll see that there's a lot of conflicting false reports about Michael being a child molester.
Well, did Conrad Murray purposely give him a hot dose or a bad dose of fentanyl, or what do you think was the fatal?
No, it was propofol. It was propofol and Diprovan, which shouldn't be in a residential setting. And Murray, look, he's a sleaze bucket too. He was being paid like crazy money each month to give Michael whatever he wanted, and it was malpractice for sure. But unfortunately, I predicted Michael's death to the day he died because there were sleaze buckets around him. If Michael would have had better people around him, Michael would still be alive today.
Okay, well, what is the connection with? I don't know if I've ever looked in your information with like Freemasonry, and Michael could have been, some sort of occultic, ritualistic murder. Is that possible?
No,
you don't like that. No. Well, they just say
he was hanging out with Michael and his entourage the last year of his life, and absolutely not. Michael Jackson was a great guy, very humble, very talented. But when they announced the O2 shows, the 50 shows, I said that those shows would never happen. And I was vilified by the world's media. And of course, those shows never happened. Look,
well, they kept adding shows. Why did they do that, Ian? Sorry to cut you off. Why did they keep?
It's called money, Alex. It's called dinero. That's what they want. Mucho dinero.
But they weren't purposely trying to kill him?
If they really cared about Michael, Alex, they would have had him in a hospital setting, not rehearsing for concerts.
And they kept on adding dates after dates after dates. It just didn't even. They put it in, and like what the problem
they
is.
Started with 10, then they went to 30, and then they went to 50. It was completely egregious behavior on behalf of Michael's management and AEG, the concert promoter.
Well, you spent time with Michael, so I believe Michael just had a statement. And I studied sociology at LSU. I minored in it, so I'm not a genius. I'm a dumbass, but I got my college degree. I got drunk the whole time and high, but I got my degree. But what I'm saying is, you kind of study it, and Michael.
What were you getting high on? What were you getting high on?
A lot of this, a lot of that, tooting, snorting, Dorbin.
I won't tell anybody.
No, we're having a lot of fun. I was a young man in college, 18, 19-year-old man. Yeah, there wasn't anything I didn't crush up and snort and stay up all night. Yeah, it was a very good time. But now I'm kind of a teetotaler. Now I just kind of puff the devil's lettuce. I don't even drink anymore. But don't get me wrong. I want to say, what was my point I was trying to make? Now we started talking about my drug history. Right? Yeah, I'm in Dallas. I'm in Dallas, Texas. Yes. Now I lost my train of thought.
I went to the show, what's it called? The Granville Theater there. Do you know that theater?
Wait, that sounds like it might be in Fort Worth or something. But what show was that? What did it tell me about that? Give me
I produced the Broadway show, and we brought it to the theater. I think it was called the Granville or Greenville Theater, something like that in Dallas. We sold it out. It was a lot of fun.
Well, okay.
On Granville Street. Yeah.
You know what? It's probably out of business now. It's probably had so many different names. I don't even know. And I've grown up and been born and raised here, so I should know that.
Nice.
I mean, you know, it's funny, you know, the Michael Jackson thing though, that you were near him on his last day. This is my point I was trying to make in college. I believe Michael was a good guy. He suffered from what is called arrested development. Once you become an adult too fast, he kind of keeps him. He stays that age, maturity at that age. He became
Well,
an
that's
adult.
exactly what happened. Exactly what happened.
But this
was
is how it's
Peter
connected to
Pan.
drugs. But this is how I'm connected to drugs. Is this what they say with drugs? They say the age you start smoking weed, the age you start drinking consistently, that is when your maturity level metaphorically stops. Obviously, you can get a little more mature, but that's what they say. And these, you know, I haven't been to AA, but that, you know, I've studied that in school. I don't know.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Let's go on scientific evidence. And Michael was a 50-year-old body, a 5-year-old, and a 50-year-old man's body. That was it. He was a Peter Pan. He was denied a childhood, and he just played with kids. But there's no proof, not one scintilla, that he ever molested children.
That's why you're my man, Ian. That's why I love you for coming on the Conspiracy Castle, because not a lot. I'm telling you, this sounds weird, but I can't tell you how many times there's in a fitness studio, Michael Jackson's on the radio, and like in a fitness class or something, a spin class, I'll be like, you know, Michael Jackson never touched a kid, and people look at you like this. They look at me like, what are you talking about? And it's always, I know that sounds weird because I don't have that much of a social life. I guess that's where I hear his music. I'm not at the club. And I don't say it every time. I'm not like, Michael Jackson's innocent. But like, I kind of always bring that up. And people, I'm telling you, Ian, they look at me like I'm a freak. But this is my point. Michael Jackson was the first person.
Alex, isn't there?
Well, I want to say this.
something
This is my
called the
last thing.
First Amendment?
I'm saying Michael Jackson was the first person to say the news is fake. Even though whether you like Trump or not, I think Trump's crooked, the most crooked guy ever. The news is fake. You know that it's fake. The news lies.
Look,
and Michael Jackson's the first to point that out.
That's why we have First Amendment, and we need everybody's opinion, and let the people decide what's true or false.
What do you think about the mass censorship that's going on? Are you worried as a journalist?
No. Look, everybody's trying to stop my new book, Controversy, Sex, Lies, and Dirty Money. It came out. The Church of Scientology tried to stop me years ago. It came out. I've never, everybody's tried to stop my books. But
Scientology? They're the worst. Tell me what Scientology did. They're the most litigious in the world.
Google it. Google my name in Scientology. I was the first journalist to take on Scientology. I went undercover. I posed as an alleged gay actor because Cruz and Travolta, they were deprogrammed of their homosexuality in the church.
Here, we can watch it. Hold on, let's watch it. Let me share that.
What have you got there? A trailer or something?
No, it's a trailer or something. Let me pull it up. Let me try to pull it up.
I did a movie too, so there you go.
Okay, here. Well, here's the trailer for it.
Yeah, get the trailer up. That's me. In the church.
Is there any way to get over that?
Possibly.
Yeah.
And it's
Through
auditing.
What's auditing?
Auditing. So you're trying to get. So you told her you're trying to get ungay. Is that what you told her, Ian?
Yeah, and they wouldn't let me film until I told them my uncle was worth hundreds of millions and was going to invest probably 50 to 100 million in the church. If I liked it, and they let me film. And then they put a bounty out on my life. They tried to kill me.
They gave you permission, though? Wow.
Yeah. It was unreal, the whole experience. So I wrote a book about it and a film.
Sure.
You sure? So I'll come in tomorrow, we'll talk, and is there any way to get over that?
Possibly.
Yeah?
And it's
Through
auditing.
What's auditing?
Auditing is the just spiritual counseling that is
Spiritual counseling, huh? That's pretty funny. Okay, that is hilarious.
So yeah, I infiltrated the Celebrity Center in LA and really was the first journalist to take them on in that fashion. And nobody wanted to go against Scientology because of their legal team. And then after my book and movie came out, then you saw Rolling Stone details. They said if this putz can take them on, so can we. So everybody started going after Scientology after that.
Well, have you seen Shelley Miscavige? What do you think she is? Have you? I mean, obviously, I've looked into Scientology a lot. That was the first thing that woke me up. What do you think Shelley is?
Well, David Miscavige is the leader, and Tom Cruise is de facto leader. But yeah, lots of people have come out, but I was the first. And look, I'll say this. It's a money-making cult, and it's nothing more than that, Scientology. And L. Ron Hubbard, it was supposed to be an experiment when he wrote Dianetics, the book, but they took it to a completely different level, the Church of Scientology today.
But did you tell me they have some of the biggest real estate holdings in the world? So is that really where all their power is?
They're loaded.
But I don't believe they're getting new members. I don't think very much.
No, they're still getting new members. They prey on people, and they have recruiters all over the world. Yes, they're definitely getting new members. And also their template defies Western medical science. They believe in praying if you get sick, and no blood transfusions, all kinds of stuff like that.
Well, John Travolta healed his son to autism, so it works.
Well, it's a sad story. That, come on, legit.
I know, it's really sad.
It's very sad, so I don't want to joke about that.
Sorry, I apologize. That was inconsiderate.
Well, that's the most insincere apology, but I'll take it. And Travolta was caught kissing the male nanny of Jet on an airplane when he was filming Hairspray in Toronto. So Travolta definitely was hiding his homosexuality.
And didn't Travolta get a couple massages supposedly on that same airplane or somewhere?
Yeah, there's all kinds of rumors. But here, Google that, Travolta and the male nanny. You could bring it up. You'll see the photo of them kissing. It was wild.
Travolta. And what do you think about that? The agenda. Did you see all that hiccup about Lil Nas X being, doggy style by the devil? What do you think about all that, Ian? Children seeing all that.
I have no comment. I'm not even an expert. I only talk on stuff that I'm really an expert on. I don't like to speculate or talk about stuff that I really know nothing about.
You don't like to speculate. I understand. This show is a lot of speculation. I have to be honest with you. Okay, so let's see.
Well, that's your First Amendment right.
Yes. So this is Travolta just giving a little goodbye kiss to his pal. That's how you and I are going to say when we end the interview, right, Ian? Is that not how we're going to sign off?
Too funny, man.
Oh man, that cracks me up. So Ian, you've been interviewed by them all. Tell me, Howard Stern, are you and I want to hear about Opie and Anthony. I'm a diehard Opie and Anthony fan. Patrice O'Neal, all that. But tell me, are you? Before you go on Stern, are you shitting bricks? What the hell? I'd be nervous. No, you're calm as oh, look at you. You're full of it. You're lying, Ian.
No, I don't get nervous. For me, it's not at all. Look, I became good friends with Tim Sabian, who was the executive producer, the showrunner of the Stern Show. We speak almost every day. Steve Grillo, Stuttering John. They're all good guys. Howard, I respected. There's a lot about him in my book, the new book, Controversy, because Epstein said the only guy who could get more pussy in New York at the time than Epstein was Howard Stern. So he was obsessed with Stern, and I get a lot into it in my new book, Controversy. But no, I don't get nervous going on Stern or Today's Show. I've been on them all. It's just, there's nothing to sweat over. Howard was a nice guy to me, very nice. He gave me a lot of time. And it was sad, years later, I'd learned that people accused him of being an emotional terrorist at Sirius. And I was very saddened because I actually used to like Howard a lot.
Dude, are you kidding? Like Howard, I worshipped at the altar of Howard, the whack pack. Dude, are you kidding? I freaking drank the Kool-Aid my whole life. But let me tell you something that I don't know where you vibe on this. I got to share the screen one more time. Let me show you this. So I actually called into Howard one time, and I got through. So let me show you this. This is what Howard, and I called him and asked him about Pizzagate. Listen, Marina Abramovich and everything. Listen.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, the audio. Hold on. This is him.
And how special you are to me, and your level of expertise and everything you've done.
This is him talking to Hillary.
To sit here and get to tell you that is very exciting for me.
I'm very normal. Alex, you're on the air in Texas. How are you, Alex?
Hey now, I'm good. So Howard, my question is, have you heard about the scandal Pizzagate involving Hillary, Jeffrey Epstein, all the child predators are running a child predator ring?
That is a fake story.
Let the guy go for a second. I'll straighten.
But Robin,
No, For anybody who doesn't know what Pizzagate is, maybe you live under a rock and you don't read the paper. But Pizzagate was a thing where on the web, on the internet, there was a story. It was a fake story. And by the way, you say, where do these fake stories come from? Is it some devious plot? And it is, actually. The Russians and other countries like China, our enemies, sit around. They have actual groups of people in their military who do what is called disinformation. They try to confuse the idiots in this country who don't look for sources, who just are on the internet all day. We have people in this country who are like drones. They sit
and
there.
They don't get corroboration. They just believe what they read.
So anyway, Pizzagate turned out, one of these disinformation stories was that there was a pizza parlor in Washington, D.C. that had a pornography ring that Hillary Clinton and John Podesta were all involved in, and it was a cuckoo story. Like you'd look at this and go, well, of course this isn't true. This would be in every major newspaper in the world if Hillary Clinton and John Podesta were busy with child porn. So, long story short, some guy reads this and he decides he's going to investigate on his own. So he gets an AR. I think he had an AR-15 or whatever. He comes in with an assault rifle, and he goes down to Washington to investigate. I mean, fortunately, all the people got out of there, but I think he shot up the place, if my memory serves me well, yeah. And so this is what's happening in our country. We have the internet. It has changed everything. And you got a bunch of morons who sit home and read internet all day. I don't know why they don't work. And they believe anything they read. And these are very gullible, dumb people. I mean, these are the same people who donate to the Baker family because, or these televangelists. Even though Baker himself was in jail. I mean,
Nothing to do with
it. It's just, the problem is there's a lot of idiots. Listen, you hear it all the time. There's certain people calling her dumb. Listen, what are we going to do?
I'm dumb.
If I was president, I'd get rid of a lot of these people. Anybody with an IQ below 110 would be gone. That's the end of them.
Where, Howard?
I put them in
Now, here you go.
Well, come on. I'm all fired up, Rob. Come on with me. No, but in all seriousness, that is what it is. Now, what do you want to say about it, Alex, now that I've explained it?
Okay, well, think about this. In Podesta's leaked emails, he has a conversation with Marina Abramovich, who's a famous performance artist that bases her whole art on satanic culture and 666. And
all right, Alex, I love you.
Believes it's true.
Yeah, Alex, thank you for listening to me, and I got to go now.
I love you, Robin. I love your titties. I love your
there
titties.
You go. Talk about something we can agree on. Robin's
I want
titties.
the milk from your titties, Robin. I want them to pour all over me like the rains in Africa. I love your
thinks you have milk in your titties.
I'm so confused.
Right.
I would suck them like Lenny. I'd get all the milk out.
All right, thank you. Now, there's a topic we can agree on. Look, leave me alone with internet theories and all of that. You got to give me a break. I'm here to do gay lie detector tests. I don't know why people look to me to explain everything to them. And I bring up, like, I'm listening to tape of this Jim Baker.
Yeah, that's what we got. That's it.
Wow.
He's running cover. So what do you think about that?
That's amazing radio, though. That's what it's about. You did a great job. So were you nervous?
Honestly, dude, let me tell you something, Ian. The only reason I probably wasn't nervous is because when that was going on, I was baby woke to like Scientology, and I knew there was like secret societies, and I've heard of like, Skull and Bones, this and that. But when I had first learned about Jeffrey Epstein and the Lolita Express, that Bill Clinton was actually on it 27 times, that is what spiraled me.
Hold on, I'm going to correct you because
you go ahead. Go ahead. Yes, you know more than me.
They
Please,
said 26 times. That was only the times it was logged. Epstein insisted on not logging it most of the times. In my book, I reveal that Bill Clinton was on the plane's Lolita Express 61 times.
Well, what I'm saying is, and that sounds like a much more accurate number, obviously, because they didn't keep logs. They only had to keep logs when they were asked. And you see some pictures where he's getting massaged by 17-year-olds. But regardless of all that, what I'm saying is, I mean, we're going to get into it, but I couldn't believe that it was possible that our president was actually on that with children like that. and I was in a the deep inside the rabbit hole. I was in the rabbit hole. So when I called Howard, I was literally spun out on conspiracy. So did that ever happen to you, Ian? I'm sure that happens to you all the time, or you get in a rabbit hole, or not really, because you've been doing it so long.
You know what happens? I just let the facts speak for themselves. I've done many true crime investigations, but my facts are, I have incontrovertible proof. So I don't come out with anything that I can't back up. So I love when people try to discredit me or take shots. But, almost 30 years later, I'm still standing better than ever. Books are coming out, and people still want to do business with me, and there's a reason why.
Well, you speak about that. Ian, did we lose you? Ian, are you there? Let's see.
Yeah, it's just because every time my phone goes off, I'm actually doing the Zoom on the phone.
I know you should turn on the do not disturb, but it's not a big deal. But Ian, you probably need your phone on. But what I'm saying is, speaking of the book, though, didn't Stern screw you on a Simon and Schuster deal? I was just listening to it. Tell me about that. I mean, he totally screwed you.
Yeah, look, I was with Simon and Schuster for years and had a great relationship with them. And when I pitched the Stern book, that was it, because the publisher is best friends with Beth Stern. She called me personally and said no. And ironically, at that time, I just done a Kardashian book, and the Kardashians were their clients, and I didn't think they'd take it. And they said, of course we'll take it. And we had a lot of success with my Kardashian book, but it was number one UK, number one in Australia. It did well in the States. But with Stern, they had an option on Howard, and they didn't want to F, and they dumped me and kept Howard, and can't blame them. But it's ironic that same publisher about 6 months earlier sent me a message saying, you're like the best author we have. You know how to sell a book better than anyone. And they were very thrilled to still have me in the Simon and Schuster stable. So that, that's life. I'm thrilled. My books are still coming out, and everything is good in my life. I'm right now in Colombia, formerly the world's most dangerous city here, Medellin, which was the home of the Cali cartel led by Pablo Escobar, and now it's one of the best cities in the world. Wall Street Journal voted it, and it's just so nice here, Alex. People smile. They do. Have you ever danced reggaeton, Alex?
I've danced a little reggaeton, but not in South America. I've done it in a little Mexico. But real quick, I have to ask you this: eight balls of cocaine in Medellin, Colombia, are like $8, $9. Is that true that they're in the single digit price range?
You know what?
Is that alleged?
A buddy of mine, I don't do any drugs, but a buddy of mine told me he was looking for coke here. He couldn't find it anywhere. I mean, it's really safe, the streets, compared to the U.S. here, at least at this juncture. And I'm sure they're just exporting it all and making a boat. I will say this. A coffee maker told me all the coffee they ship to the U.S., it's like their fourth leftovers. So everybody who's impressed by Colombia coffee in the U.S., they get at the bottom of the barrel.
Okay, Conspiracy Castle. That I think he says that just to shit on it. Just to. I bet they send the same coffee he drinks. You really think it's their fourth coffee? You think it's that? Do we think we get?
That's what they said. The bottom of the barrel. The worst.
That's what I'm saying. See, they're over-exaggerating. You don't think they're over-exaggerating? They're saying they're punking us. You think they're being
because
serious?
I've tasted the coffee. The Colombian coffee here is outrageously good, and in the States, it's nowhere near as good. So. They laugh at the U.S.
I got to take your word for it, because you know better than me. I have to take your word for it. I'm just saying, that's what they want to do. They love making fun of the gringos, dude. You know that. I've been to Mexico many times.
Been here?
No, but I've been to Mexico. I spent a lot of. I'm in Dallas, Texas, so I'm in Texas. I deal with a lot of Mexicans, and now there's like 2,000 migrant refugees. I'm just saying, I deal with a lot of international people. I'm actually. My dad is a career-long bail bondsman, so I have my bail bond license. So I get people out of jail, and I'm also a used car salesman. So I'm like a. But listen, what I'm going to be, Ian.
Wow.
I know, but listen,
you have money. Passive income coming from all over the place.
Well, but none of that matters.
You look like $1 million.
None of that matters.
Let
me tell you what.
Yeah.
I'm going to be, Howard Stern was the king of all media. I'm going to be the king of all conspiracy. Like Michael Jackson was the king of all pop. And now I was on with Ian Halperin. So this is the gateway. So a lot of people think I'm an Illuminati shill. So this confirms that. I just want everybody to know, if you think.
Alex, you're doing a good job. And let me tell you something. My mother's maiden name is Stein, so we might even be related. Who knows?
Wow, the people are gonna get in the chat are gonna go nuts. They love to call me a shill. They love to say that I'm a government plant. But I like that idea. But let's go back to that. Speaking of government plant, Epstein, government plant. You talked in the book. Why was he so obsessed with Howard? What the heck was the Epstein-Howard Stern connection all about?
He said essentially that Howard was the only guy in New York at the time who could, quote unquote, get more puss, quote unquote, than him. And he became obsessed with Howard. He stalked Howard. He hinted that he had private part photographs of Howard, that he infiltrated his computer system somehow. And Epstein was an animal, man, a sociopath. One thing that Epstein told me, which I put in the new book, Controversy, he said that he wished he would have lived 100 years ago. He was living in the wrong era because 100 years ago there were no laws and he could have dated 12-year-olds. And I almost fell off my chair when he said that.
Shut your mouth. He said that he wished he lived 100 years ago because there's no laws against child sex. But what about also, I'm sick to my stomach right now. I really feel nauseous. What about he wanted to have it? But at his New Mexico ranch, too, he wanted to get girls and have concubines and impregnate him with 100 of his babies. What about that? I mean, that was some sort of weird thing.
That was blown out of context, I think. Okay. I think some of it was fabricated because he really never said that.
Okay, good.
There's no trace of any Epstein kids out there. And if he would have wanted to do that, he would have been churning out dozens and dozens of kids. But to this day, there's no proof that he ever had children.
Well, what about his connection to Gates, though? That was very weird. Bill Gates will never admit that he was out there. I mean, maybe that's just a donation money thing, but come on.
Jeffrey Epstein was connected to everyone. Look, Epstein provided everyone with girls so he could handle their portfolios. Like Leslie Wexner, the owner of Limited Brands, Harvey Weinstein. But these guys were just some, because Epstein was very connected to businessmen, the richest in the world in the Middle East. He used to bring them to Pedophile Island, provide them with underage girls for like 3-4 days in a row. So, and they hand over their portfolios to him. That's why he was so rich, worth almost $1 billion. Well,
what's going to happen with Ghislaine? Do you think anything's actually going to happen with her?
She'll probably end up co-hosting this show with you. No, seriously.
I wish.
Now, she's going to rot in jail. They're not going to have a repeat of what happened to Jeffrey Epstein. And I think, most likely Ghislaine Maxwell and El Chapo should be walking down the same aisle because both of them are never seeing the light of day again.
Yeah, that sounds about right. They're adding new charges to her, but it's like, is she even alive behind the scenes? I mean,
they've denied her bail like 4 times.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a pretty picture, but I feel like she's just a scapegoat because you look at Bill Clinton, you look at all those people that are on the plane. I mean, come on, Ian, what kind of idiots are we to think that there's not?
Well, I'll say this. That's why everyone watching this show, everyone watching Alex's show, has to read my book, Controversy, Sex, Lies, and Dirty Money, because it is the only detailed account of what really happened with Epstein. Nobody was able to get access properly other than myself. I interviewed Epstein's right-hand people. I met everybody. And
did you meet his girlfriend? Wasn't his best friend his girlfriend or some young girl? Didn't he date some 21-year-old girl?
He had multiple girlfriends, but he even had one in Saudi Arabia who was like 17 years old, provided to him by the Saudi Crown Prince MBS, who's another card. I mean, and if we get into the Khashoggi death, Epstein was behind that too, because Mohammed bin Salman paid Jeffrey Epstein, I reveal this in the book, millions for information on Khashoggi 8 months before Khashoggi was murdered.
Well, what was Khashoggi going to reveal? Because we know, obviously, they sliced him up, they saw, and they had to admit it. But Joe Biden, listen, that's how we know Trump's crooked. Sure, Trump didn't hold Mohammed bin Salman accountable, and either is Biden, and they know they murdered him. So we live in a sick world. They murdered a journalist. Khashoggi was an established, famous journalist, and they murdered him and cut him in 1,000 pieces.
Yeah, well, they thought he was planning a revolution to overtop the Saudi regime. But I'll say this, Alex, we do live in a bit of a sick world. And, with all the vaccines out there, I'll say the best vaccine starts with a 4-letter word, and it's not FU, it's LOVE, and that's what the world needs. And doing the book, Controversy, Sex, Lies, and Dirty Money, available now on Amazon, I'll say this. After doing that book and seeing some of the disgusting events that happened around Epstein, other famous people and rich people, I have to say that everyone who participated with Epstein has to be held accountable. And until then, there will never be justice.
Yeah, I don't think there ever will be any justice with Epstein because there's so many high-profile people. I mean, Hillary Clinton's never going to pay for her emails, but do you think that just look at Anthony Weiner. What, have you ever done any work on Anthony Weiner? I mean, he couldn't be more connected to Hillary than anybody.
I know people who know Weiner well, and Weiner actually just got a job. That's what my source said in New York, that he's trying to rebound. But look,
he's selling granite or something.
Weiner,
he's selling granite.
Look at Cuomo. Look at the previous guy, Peterson, who was the governor, the blind guy. He sexually harassed women. So New York really has had a plethora of idiots running the government. And now New York is practically in the gutter. Everybody's moving to Florida. Florida cannot handle it doesn't have the infrastructure to handle so many people. So that won't last too long. New York should always come back. But there's crooks running the
Ian, this is how in New York, I'm in the bail bond business. Let me tell you something. If you don't have bail bondsmen on the prowl for these criminals, if the government is in charge of bringing them to their court date, it's never going to happen. So they're getting rid of cash bail in New York. And so until they bring that back, New York is only going to have more criminals that get out because what they're saying is if you don't have
100%.
money. But listen, they say if you don't have money to get out of bail, that's racist. But if you do have money to get out of jail, you can't get a free bond if they can prove that you have any financial. But if you have no finances whatsoever, you get out of jail for free, and that until that stops. New York's never coming back because these criminals know that.
Never.
They go there to commit crime on purpose.
It's a travesty what's going on there now, Alex. And you look at Cuomo. Look, I think Cuomo should step down and let the government run properly during a pandemic. And I think he's being very selfish by staying around. Look at Spitzer. Look at Peterson. It's just been one guy after another. And New York, sadly, the people suffer as a result of their corrupt politicians.
Okay, this is going to make me sound like a hypocrite, everybody probably in the chat, but I don't think he should step down. Write it out. I don't know. I know this sounds weird, and I know he's crooked as a dog's hind leg. He's got the nipple piercings, and he gave his brother all the free healthcare and this and that. But what I'm saying is, dude, that guy, they gave him an Emmy. He bent over backwards. He was a star. Like what I'm saying is you're seeing his 15 minutes of fame ending, and he's seeing it all crash and burn.
Alex,
I hope he holds on forever.
Alex,
God bless his soul.
In life, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. Sure, he was a rock star a year ago, but look at him today. So many people coming out, so much corruption. You're in a pandemic. He's got to step down, man, and let somebody govern who's not going to be such a huge distraction.
Well, he's a huge distraction, but I just hate cancel culture so much. I know that sounds so sick, and I know he's terrible. I know that, but listen to this. Let's be true to what he did. He did kiss people, and that's very unprofessional. But at the end of the day, I don't know if he broke any laws except for the COVID thing, or what I mean. But I don't want to even get into that rigmarole. Cuomo's not a good guy, but for me, I like the soap opera. I like the idea that he's staying in. It's like that Larry David where he gets fired from SNL and you still going to work the next day. It's awesome. I think it's very funny to me to watch it because everything I believe is political theater or the world stage, and we're just trying to get entertained to get through this cup of tea we're having.
I mean, like him or hate him, Donald Trump was the biggest reality star we've ever seen. 4 years as president. I remember I was in a hospital. I saw like 6 African American guys around the TV. I said, "What are you watching?" They're watching the Trump news conference. They say, "We've never seen anything better on TV. It's so hilarious." So that's the world we live in, Alex. And I'll say this again, in my book, Controversy, Sex, Lies, and Dirty Money, I really get to the nitty-gritty about Epstein, how many people were abused, and most of it has never been reported, and the Howard Stern connection. And I really urge everyone to read it because the British royal family has been trying to stop it because I out Prince Andrew as being a serial offender of sexual practice with underage girls.
Well, and that brings up a good point. I mean, I hate all this Meghan Markle and Prince Harry stuff, but I want to talk about this is what's really important to me that hits home is Princess Diana. So you look at in Paris, France, what I believe happened is, they have MI6 agents can operate in Paris with diplomatic immunity. And so obviously if it takes an hour for her to go to the tunnel, something happened between the tunnel and the hospital. So kind of break down Princess Diana, that you were all over that, correct, Ian?
Well, Epstein was also in touch with Diana. He was the person who introduced Dodi Fayed, who was a client of his, to Princess Diana.
Was she pregnant? Was she pregnant with
Diana
Fayed's baby? Did Fayed knock her up? Was she pregnant, do you think? I know you don't like to speculate.
Well,
you don't have evidence,
here's
but what?
The story. My sources who covered it, including one of the most famous crime reporters in the world, says it was murder, that the British royal family did not want Diana to marry an Egyptian Muslim. Mohammed Al Fayed, the father of Dodi, to this day accuses the British royal family of murder. Look, we weren't there, but those are the theories that are out there. But a woman from German television, one of the top crime reporters on the planet, I did a special with her last year about Epstein on German TV. And I asked her, I said, I know you covered the Princess Diana death. What do you think happened? She looked at me and said 100% murder by the British royal family. I mean, and this woman is top credibility.
And Mohammed Fayed was a billionaire. I mean, this would be like Mark Cuban saying that his daughter was dead. People, we can't get the context here in America.
Have you met Mark Cuban? Are you friends with Mark?
I had a really bad encounter with him. Well, some people know him, but listen, when I was in 17, I had a thing called the Ticket Club. It was like the local sports radio station, and my friend worked out at the same gym as Mark Cuban. I went up to him, called him, not cold, but on person, asked him to come speak at the Highland Park. And like he could have easily just came. I was like, it's in 2 days. It's this Friday, because he lives right by. I was like, it's going to speak at the pep rally. I had the balls to come ask you. Nobody, and I know it's late notice. You're supposed to have your publicist, but he just, Hollywood big dicked me. And the Mavs had a home game that Friday. Like he could have done it, and because we had. But I went to Highland Park High School, this really affluent school. A-Rod came and spoke at our school, so I'm a fucking bratty little kid. So yeah, I hold the grudge with him for the stupidest fucking reason. But
I met Mark. And I also met A-Rod. I see A-Rod. I mean, I got to say, one of my friends who knows A-Rod well says he's like the dumbest person he's ever met. But I've seen A-Rod play with his two daughters tennis, because I play tennis, and he's actually a great dad. So you never know until you meet them. I have to go film in like 30 seconds. I'm on location in Colombia, and we're shooting this evening. I will gladly do this at another time again if you'd have me on again, Alex.
Oh, for sure. No, for sure. Before you go, hold on. I want to say, no, I'm going to let you go. I just want to give you the proper outro before I let you go. Guys, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Ian Halperin, Controversy, his latest book, and Ian's a best-selling author, so this is no joke. Here, while you're on, I'll order the book before you leave. Let's do a screen. Actually,
you're amazing.
Yeah, here, let me say it.
I
got the, hold on.
Let's see the process, how you order the book.
Let's see it. Let's see it. Are you ready to see it?
Oh my gosh, you're amazing, bro.
We'll go to Amazon. Oh, no, here, we'll go to the, where is it? The live stream?
How you order the book.
Oh, right here. Now we'll click the link. Oh, shoot, you guys aren't seeing this. Hold on. Can y'all see
amazing.
It? Now we see Controversy, Sex and Lie. What is it? Here, this is the book, everybody. I'm on Amazon for being a great guest. Look, buy with one click. Well, the Kindle, I got to get the paperback. Come on, dog. Buy now. You see that? Guys?
It.
Look. Place order. Look at that. There you go.
You're amazing, man.
Look, a lot of people talk the talk. You go on a lot of people's channel. Look, your order has been placed.
You put
Prime time.
Your mouth is.
Yeah.
You're a straight arrow, man, and I'll come on your show anytime because I've actually enjoyed this a lot. And I respect you, only respect. And you put your money where your mouth is. You proved that. Again, thank you, Alex. I would like to do another segment with you.
Very shortly. Very soon.
Sooner than later. And really, I enjoyed this. And I love your studio. What software are you using? That's not StreamYard. What is it?
No, I don't use StreamYard. I use Streamlabs OBS. It's a pain in the ass. I'm getting better at it every day. Like I've been doing this 9 months. And I started off.
But it looks It really looks futuristic. And Alex Stein, probably one of my relatives, because my mother's maiden name was Stein. I'll leave you with this. every page, it's the first book I've written. I've written 21, probably 20 bestsellers. Every page of controversy, sex, lies, and dirty money has new revelations that have never been revealed before. Every page.
I love that. They call that gravy. So every page is new gravy, you know, something new. And listen, I'm the king of all conspiracy, the future king of all conspiracy, but Ian, you've been doing it, you know, you've been doing it for a long time, so I got a lot of respect for you. So I'm going to have you back.
You are the king. You are the king, Alex. And I'm telling you, Howard Stern right now, he's abdicating the throne to Alex Stein, who's the king of all conspiracy theories, because after that phone call with Stern, that was amazing.
Wow. Wow, you're the man. All right, well, you go have fun and you be safe. I'll talk to you in April. I'll talk to you at the end of April for sure. Pete, I want to get an update. People want to have you. All right, see ya. See ya. Wow, what a great guest. I know you guys, some of y'all, you know, what an awesome guest. Okay, man, let's see. Get rid of the right monitor. Transition. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Well, you know, we had some technical difficulties. People were, I think, or people saying RT was saying shill alert. I would never read his books. Dude, the guy is a famous journalist. I mean, come on. It doesn't agree with you on everything. Give the guy a break. You know, and we're gonna have him on again. So he's been on a bunch here. I want to ask him about so much. Hold on, let me play Ian Halperin verse. No, Ian Halperin. Let me play this. Ian Halperin verse. Ian Halperin verse Andrew Dice Clay. This is funny. Okay.
Waiting for Dice to show up. We got Ian Halperin calling in. He's got a bunch of things that he wants to talk about.
I gotta use the restroom. I'll be right back.
Corey, he's got someone.
You know, it's another cup of coffee. The guy's been married twice, I think.
This is Halperin on the phone.
Going. Again, my barometer for success in showbiz, no matter.
I'm back. Sorry. Probably losing viewers. 240. Yeah, of course. Sorry about that. Oh, is it not playing the whole time?
You get knocked down. If you keep getting back up, keep riding the bike, you're going to get to the promised land.
Wow.
And, I have respect for the guy.
It wasn't playing that whole time.
I disagree.
Damn it. I actually turned it off. Sorry about that. Gosh almighty. Wow. Sorry about that. Man, I thought I was playing the audio. I had to go tinkle after the interview. Sorry, we have commercials. Now y'all had dead air. I apologize. Wow, such a freaking problem. Such a good interview, and then, of course, I mess it up. Wow. Sorry. All right. And I got some freaking trail mix. I'm trying to get some energy. Wow.
I'm much more attractive than Dice.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, you do kind of, there is a slight resemblance there. Yeah, you got...
I'm in better shape, man.
You look like a younger version of the man.
8-pack.
You look like a younger version of Dice. Yeah.
I look like a younger version of Dice. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, look, Dice is a good guy, man. He's been knocked to the ground, beaten up. He just married some Latino chick, and, you know, I came up with a study from a friend of mine works at Yale. He told me now there's a trend. A lot of Jewish men in their mid-40s are hooking up with Latino chicks, and I want to know if it's because of Dice Clay.
So you got the Jews going after the Latino chicks.
Yeah. It's
Del
a
Monte.
whole new Saudi story. He married some woman, her name's Vasquez, and again, I predict it's going to last a few months. You never know with Dice, but I respect the guy. You know?
They've been together for a while.
And he seems to be in love, man.
Yeah, they were pretty... it's a really weird situation. They hang out with Dice's ex. They're all friends, but...
Really?
When was Passover?
Impossible.
Passover's coming up.
It's coming up, so...
Oh, so it's almost a year ago that I was at the house. I mean, they're still going strong.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You were at his house for Passover?
I was, yeah. Me and my girlfriend went in with him and his boys and his Valerie's girlfriend.
What is that? Okay, this is boring. We don't need to listen to this. It's primetime 99 Alex Stein. Let's get back in the mood a little bit. Let's kind of get going a little. DJ Assault, we love you, DJ Assault. 1,000 messages on the restream. Tomorrow's the big day, baby. Something to shake that ass to. Latino chicks live. Make that cash too. Let's go, baby. It's prime time. Let's go. Dun dun dun. I don't have a gold toilet. Porcelain. I got gold in my mouth. I got aspartame. I'm addicted to it. I'm fucked. I am not a role model. Do not be like me. That's the first rule of the Conspiracy Castle. I am not a role model. Do not model yourself after primetime 99 hours time. You cannot handle this grind. You cannot handle this shine. Watch yourself. No, I hate Chip Chipperson. Who just brought up Chip Chipperson? Wow, $9. Not cute. You're the biggest supporter on the channel, dude. Thank you so much, Rachel. I really wanted Rachel, but I'm okay with you not cute. SpongeBob doing it. And we broke $69.99. Look at this, dog. We did it. Wow. No, I am not your role model, Kirk. I'm not your role model. I'm not your role model. But we got to talk about tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a grinding and a shining. We got Dr. Lorraine Day. We got RV Truth. We're going to have a stop by Jaron and David Weiss. We're also going to have another special guest. And so it's going to be just action-packed with a lot of high-powered guests, with a lot of high-powered information that you can't say on terrestrial YouTube, I like to call it. So we're going to get on that pay-per-view, and I know it's Jeff Daughtry had a strike. I'm going to try to get Jeff as a secret guest. See, if I know he won't be able to hop on long, but I'm sure I asked him for well, the full lineup. We'll start with Dr. Lorraine Day, and then what is the full lineup? I don't even want to tell you who's next. Let me see. What is the full lineup? I got the times written down. I kind of want it to be a secret. You guys, 8 hours. You guys freaking better just hit it and quit it. You know what I mean? Y'all don't have a choice. Y'all are going to just be on the grind the whole time. Okay? So don't worry too much about this, about that. You worry about Dr. Lorraine Day. She's going to be bringing some heat. Y'all can't handle that. Oh, and I believe Spiro might be able to make a cameo. So, you never know. Let me see. My mom's texting me about Jeffrey. Yes, my mom loves you, Jeffrey. My mom's favorite broadcaster is Jeffrey Dutcher. I don't blame her. I'm not for everybody. But I actually don't want to be my mom's favorite broadcaster. You know what I mean? I'm primetime 99. I'm not. This is a no mom zone. I love you, Mom. This is not meant for moms, though. This is meant for freaking felons getting out of the clink. This ain't for yo mamacita unless your mamacita's ready for the heater. You know what I mean? We eating shrimp on the boil. Eating the shrimp. RT, as long as it's not that dullard. RT, you've been doing a lot of smack. Look at this. RT, you like that? Does that look nice? RT, Ian's a nice guy. Obviously, I didn't even want to get into all the stuff I disagree with him on, but it's not even worth it. You know what I mean? I would love for Real Cosmology to come on. I hope he'll make an appearance. I don't think he's a Patreon, so he won't have the stream. Okay, speaking of that, I'm not trying to be a, e-beggar, but I have been e-begging a lot. I'm at 162. Probably everybody that's going to join the Patreon has joined at the moment. You know what I mean? But, hold on. I don't know who this. I don't know. Okay. Well, regardless, yeah, RT, you don't like anybody, dude. You had to be nice. What is this going to be? It's just the mean castle? We have people that are talking about Jeffrey Epstein. Give the guy a break. Not enough people are talking about Jeffrey Epstein, you know, with all due respect. So we're just out here on the grind, just trying to talk to another guy that's trying to talk about some similar shit. But tomorrow is going to be the shit. Tomorrow's going to be the real shit. The 420 bubonic hydrochronic. See, a lot of y'all smoke swag. You're getting the free swag. This is the weed you just pick off the bud, you know, just ooh. Let me roll it up. Tomorrow, I'm mother freaking unloading like a dump truck. I might not even speak. I might just sit in front of the camera and not speak for 8 hours. And you know what? It'll be my best stream. It'll be my most intriguing stream. I might just sit in front of the camera, turn the camera upside down, 8-hour self-meditation pray ritual, summon Aleister Crowley, listen to Lil Nas X on repeat for 8 hours, light some candles, and just be silent. So don't be surprised if that happens. I'll be honest. Don't be surprised if that happens. So if you forget your headphones, no problem. You're not going to be able to hear the candle crackle. So obviously we ain't going to do that. We're going to be like, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be talking and be like, hello, my name's Alex. Do you know this about this? Oh, really? Oh. Let me do this is my impression of my stream tomorrow. Hi, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to the Conspiracy Castle. I'm your Conspiracy Asshole, Primetime 99, and this is the uncensored stream, the Too Hot for TV stream, the stream you wanted but you didn't know you needed. You got it. And guess what? It's too hot for TV. So bring it on in and let's see some sin. A lot of shit like that. What, Skybear? He doesn't like when I do that. Okay, yeah, so Jennifer, you're going to join? It's $3 now because it's within 24 hours. Oh, it went up. Wow. I can't believe that. You're going to join because I just did the... See, when I do the... That is what that is, subliminal programming. I'm getting in your subconscious and I'm making you join Patreon. I learned it from some voodoo masters that were doing yoga under a bridge and selling books on how to talk to other dimensions. Oh shit! You can join for $1. I thought you can only join for $3. Does it let you join for $1? I don't even know how to work it. Skybear, he's really pissed off. Okay, Jennifer, you're trolling me in my own chat? Nope, I'll only join for $1. What, Jennifer? Okay, fine. Gosh, give me a break. I'm like a waiter at a restaurant just trying to get like a $3 tip on your buffalo wings. I'm giving you metaphorical truth wings right now. And I'm just asking you to just tip your waiter this evening. Just tip your waiter this evening. I mean, come on. Skybear. Skybear.
I want to be ninja. I want to be ninja. I want to chop, 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 chow down. Take chow down to Chinatown.
I want to be ninja.
I started training hard. I think I could go far. I am a natural. That's matter factual. I learned to chop real hard. I fight with credit card. I use my nunchucks even while feeding ducks. I throw my ninja star. Also very far. I do karate moves with a go-go move. I learn my ninja kicks while watching Netflix. I try to everything like on the big screen.
How you like them candy apples? Wow. Chugging it. Do you guys go, how mad do y'all get when I start chugging soda like that? Seriously, okay, 1 to 10. 10, you're so pissed off. 1, you're not that pissed off. When I'm chugging diet soda, how pissed off are you? Seriously, I want serious answers. 10, you're so pissed off. 1, you're not that pissed. Okay. Subconsciously, you want to hear... What do you want to hear? Okay, 10. Wow. The toxicity level is high, but look, if Joe Biden can become president... See, 1, a lot of 1s. If Joe Biden can become president, why can't I become... Oh, Roosevelt 100. If I can't... Donald Trump drank 10 Diet Cokes a day. 10. Yo, 1,000 messages tonight. I have to eat this. I need protein from the nuts. See that? This is a Cowboys cup. They suck. Oh, let me show you. Look at this. Look at what I have set up. Look. Look, this is behind the scenes. This is behind the scenes. Wow. Behind the scenes alert. You can't see me. Oh. Here, behind the scenes alert. Look. What do you guys think about this? Behind the scenes alert. You can see the screen up here. I think this is kind of a funny perspective. behind the scenes of the castle. I love you. I love you out there. I love you guys in YouTube land. Dun, dun, dun. This is how we party, guys. Look at the screen. That's you right there. Okay, who's hating on the stream already? Who's hating on the stream already? People in the chat. It's an ass cam. I'm really doing nothing, okay, guys? I'm on the grind. Can a player just do something, man? Why are you gonna be a hater? I like that y'all are bashing me in the chat. That's great. I love you guys too. You guys can make fun of me all you want on Primetime 99 Alex 9. I expected this. When you grind like I grind, the behind me is really nice. When you shine like I shine, you don't know what it's like, dog. Okay? You just don't know what it's like to be a primetime pimp on a blimp eating shrimp. When I'm showing you the monitor, it's because you've never seen that angle. I'm giving you behind the scenes. A lot of streamers don't show you that. Yeah, it's not pretty. I don't paint a pretty picture behind the scenes. I grind and I shine and I come on this microphone and I come in front of this camera and I do it for you. Why? Because I love you and I appreciate you. And I'm going to tell you this. Tomorrow night is going to be a very emotional day for me because we're going to be a day into the night, because that is what we're going to do. We are going to be one, like a cheetah on a mission, on the hunt, fighting to get free from the tyranny of the entertainment matrix that they have us under. A bunch of lies. Even Ian Halperin lies about stuff. I mean, they're all lying to us about some shit, about some damn thing. But what are we going to do? We're going to laugh. We're going to dance. We're going to prance. And if we have a little romance, that ain't a crime. And don't forget, I'm Alex Prime. I can burp. It's my show. I don't have to have manners. Yes, I apologize for being uncouth like that. That's disgusting. But I have emotional issues. I was Arrested Development. I'm not a role model. You need to do the opposite of me. I put on the suit and I grind and shine, but you cannot handle the shine. Your wings will melt like Icarus. So I'm just saying, the great devolving. I love it. I'm always devolving. I'm devolving from one dimension to the other constantly. I'm in a constant state of entropy to the next dimension. Yes. I go in and out of dimensions. And I get stronger when I come back. And I get weaker when I go back through. But I do it for you. I climb through dimensions for you to find the truth so you can be free. To release your metaphorical shackles. Just look at Jared, the Subway guy. That guy at one point was the coolest guy ever, and now he's in jail for the rest of his life. So the world is full of lies. Just think how sick of a world we live in. One of the guys that was the most famous Subway sandwich guys is a diddler. And then you look at Jeffrey Epstein, you look at Bill Clinton. Like, you can call me whatever you want. I know I'm devolving, but it's just... You can't even go to your local Subway sandwich shop without thinking of a child getting inappropriately touched. Think about that. Try to get your meatball parmesan. No, if you go to a Subway and you order a meatball parmesan, you're a diddler. That's illegal now. When Jared went to jail, a meatball subs became illegal in the state of Texas. Just remember that. So if you're still going to Subway and you can eat a meatball sub, you're disgusting. And I know the meat is actually pretty good. I don't eat it anymore. If they come out with a fake meat, then I can. Thank you, Jennifer. If they come out with a fake meat, I can have that because that came out after Jared. But think about that. You can't even get a turkey and Swiss without thinking of Jared, the Subway guy, diddling kids. And then you got Prince Andrew, who's the Queen's son, who has allegations and evidence all against him. So we live in a world of lies and a lot of stuff we can't talk about. You look at a guy like Ian, like he's very mainstream, so he's not going to agree with us on everything. So we have to just be cognizant of that, and we have to be baby truth talk like we do baby truth talk with our family, RT. That's just how it works. You don't go to your kid's school and start, freaking, waking people up. You know that, so don't act like this is some, live free or die young situation. Unfortunately, it's not like that. You have to have kid gloves, and you know that. So what are we going to do, though? We're just going to take it slow. We're going to take it in drips. And I'm primetime 99, so sometimes you need me in drips. I'm a heavy-handed, so sometimes I can be a little too hot, a little too quick. I've had that happen with some ladies before in the past. It's not a pretty picture. It's actually quite embarrassing. So let me just tell you something. I don't know. Is Subway better than McDonald's? I don't know. I would argue that McDonald's has less sexual molestation attached to their brand. And that ball pit was crazy because I probably had, thank you, Shaggy. I probably had some weird stuff happen to me in that ball pit. You know what I mean? I'll be honest. Wow. Well, we got a bunch of patrons. Saul, Dees, David, Shaggy, and Jennifer. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. That's awesome. We got 5 since the stream. 5 have joined. We are at, let me see where we're at total. That's just the email. Let me see what the Patreon is at. Hold on, I gotta refresh it. 165 patrons. If you guys can hook a playa up. 165 people watching. We are 35 people away from 200. And I know that doesn't mean anything to you guys, but to me, that would mean a lot. That'd be really, really badass. And it's just going to encourage me to grind and shine more. I got a little hairspray in my hair, trying to lick it back, trying to look nice for you guys. So, of course, it always gets back to freaking e-begging. I hate it. It's terrible. Yeah, but you can make your own sandwich, but you can't get that same sort of sauce they got at the mother truckin' Subway, dog. You don't have that sauce. That sauce. And then they have that meat, dog, that fake meat. So just remember that, dude. It's all about that fake meat. What, Kyle? The cats are such chillin' like a villain. As soon as the sun comes down, they get freaky deaky. Well, I just want to say, we have to really just kind of look at the idea. I'm going to stop talking about it after this. Let me have something. Wow, Etheric Bliss, thank you. Wow, a lemon life. Yeah, I think I gained 11 today. 5 during the stream. Let's go, baby. Only $3. Tip your waiter. This cat needs food. Here at the Conspiracy Castle, we don't mess around. We have cats on deck everywhere. I know, Angus is not happy. He's not happy right now. He's laying on the keyboard. Talking about Dusty. Dusty's doing great right now. She's in her bedroom. Relaxing. Dusty's so funny. Wow, another couple patrons. Dirty B, another pledge, $3 pledge. Thank you, Dirty B. I really appreciate the people doing the pledges. That's something new. That's something that hadn't happened yet. Let me show you what I need to go to. I see people are player hating on the guests. Oh, and tomorrow we're going to take call-ins. I'll bring Dusty. Okay, you guys want to meet Dusty? Dusty's the prettiest one. Dusty's the best one. Let me see if she'll lay right here. Come on, Dusty. Come on, sit. You guys can't see her. Just sit, Dusty. Oh, she wants to go back. Well, this is Dusty, girl. She's a tortie. She's the prettiest one. Dusty! He doesn't want to sit here. Okay, Dusty, hold on. Wow, $7. Thank you, Mr. Epstein. Thank you for everything you do for science. It was that guest, it was so cringy and fake. That's funny, RT. He kind of was a little funny. He's a Hollywood guy. What are you gonna be? I mean, that's how they act. He's on a set of a movie. I mean, he goes on lots of shows. That's his vibe, you know. So anything in the entertainment business is fake. So I think this is how it goes. Yes, Jeffrey Epstein did just donate. It was from his estate, though. I think he told his estate, like, they have an artificial intelligence, a bot that every time I say his name a certain amount of times, they make sure to donate to remind me they'll kill me if I don't shut the fuck up. So, you have the debt. It is funeral music. Wow. Wow. Why? I mean, let's see. Oh, it's a 9-minute song. This is copyright-free classical music. Let's get emotional, guys. It's prime time 99. Time to get emotional. Time to get emotional. Spread your wings and fly. Spread your wings and fly. Fly so high through the true sky. One more day, one day at a time. I'm prime time, number 99. Yes, you will shine. Yes, you're so great. Just stand up straight. One more day. What can I say? USA. Donald Trump will be president one day. Not. I don't want that. I don't want Donald Trump. But Donald Trump did shart, though. Donald Trump is addicted to Diet Coke and cocaine. He does them both. Diet Coke and cocaine. What can you do? He's gone insane. Starting a race war. What more can he do? I don't know what to do except say I love you. That's what he said, right? It's all about love. But let me do this. This symbolizes what they're telling us. I want you to do this as a symbol and it's a sign for the people out there. No more hate. No more hate. All love. Put the tape over your mouth and symbolizes no more love for yourself, but love for one another. Tape your mouth. Everybody tape your mouth. And then you tape your eyes. This is a new thing. You got this. Hallelujah. 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 You must tape your face like this. And you must relax. And you must bring it in. Hallelujah. 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 This is how you do it. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Hallelujah, hallelujah, hallelujah. 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 Right there. This is government issued mask. Oscar there. He doesn't like it. Wow, welcome to America, ladies and gentlemen. I gotta get my eyesight adjusted. That's for you, Jesus. Take off. And my mechanic, Jesus. The one guy on Maple Avenue. What? 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 We got soda all over the stream. I forgot paper towels. Come on. Wow, this is crazy. Mountain Valley Trail Mix. This is what we do, guys. We're on the grind all the time. You know what I mean? You guys can hate on a player. This stream is not for everybody. Just put it that way. This stream is for certain audiences only. I can't get married. I'm already married to Skybear. I'm his wife. So, I can't get married. I'm already legally married to him. At least in the country of Haiti. It's the only way I can get him on my insurance plan. So I'm married. It's mukbang life. I'm gonna eat this whole 2-pound bag of trail mix on the show. Have you guys ever seen a person eat 2 pounds of trail mix before? It's, well, I mean, I don't know if it's gay. I mean, I am his wife. Wow. Skybear. They're mad in the chat. I'm a little mad too, to be honest. I'm worried about tomorrow. A lot of people here that are watching aren't on patrons. Thank you, One Sick Tug, Jody. That's really nice. I am probably gonna have diabetes or a heart attack. That's very nice of you to say that. I really appreciate it. What's the exit strategy? I don't even know what the exit strategy is, RT. I know that is so off-putting. My mom hates when I eat on the air. She says that's the worst thing. I like it because we were talking earlier. I grew up listening to Howard Stern. I love Howard Stern. So Howard Stern would eat on air and burp on air. That was like his shtick. So I think that's funny. It's probably not. I need to become more professional, but I'm just telling you how I feel, dog. It's not like... I mean, I try to walk it and talk it. You know what I mean? The same way. Like, I try to walk it like I talk it. Oh, here, let me show y'all some of this. This is how you know we're in the upside down world. Michael Strahan lost his Strahan. The guy that was famous for the Strahan. Like if you type in girls with a Strahan, it's always a girl that... with those big teeth. You see that? I mean, it's like the Mississippi River. It's so wide.
In the moment, it was 50 years in the making. Here we go. Let's do it. I love it. Holy fuck.
Look at it. He doesn't even look the same. What? Wow. Come on, dude. What's going on? No, I know. Hey, Mr. Anderson, everybody I know, a lot of people want to have guests. We're going to have guests tomorrow night. Tonight, I purposely went live early. And I wanted to try to do a stream I could leave on to the morning. This is like an ad for tomorrow. Not really, you know what I mean, but kind of. Listen to that music. Mr. Anderson, you're going to be there tomorrow. You're going to have all the gravy droppage you want tomorrow. Well, I guess you need to do a share screen. We're going to do that tomorrow. We're at an hour and 40 minutes. We got 20 more minutes. We're doing 2 hour stream. Wow. Whoa. Whoa. Wow. No, I'm not stressed out about tomorrow. I'm just saying I want to kind of leave some stuff and we're going to talk about tomorrow. But look at this. We have to talk about this. What happened? There used to be a gap right there. He says teeth are like this. It's easy to be like this. Hi. All right, it's that. Wow, thank you, Mikey J, my man. Yes, he is old news. He ain't primetime 99 out. Well, aren't you the nicest man, old friend, old buddy, old pal? That's really nice of you. Thank you. I really appreciate the support, guys, on Twitter. That's a really good way if you guys want to connect. And a lot of good, nice viewers that are in the chat. I really recommend everybody follow Mikey J. You got to follow the Fact Hunter. Just follow all the people in the chat. We got to connect. Twitter, I like it because my DMs are pretty crazy everywhere else, but my DMs are pretty low on whatchamacallit, on Twitter. Okay, so we got to talk about this. I see Tommy in the link. You know, Tommy, what was I going to say? Tommy, I see you in the freaking chat. Tomorrow, I know you're not going to be a patron, so I got to send you the link, Tommy. So I guess you got to be watching. Tommy, you need to reach out to me on Twitter or something so I can send you that link. Where to send you that link. Okay? And we got to do KGUP FME or FM Emerge Radio. Everybody needs to go follow that. KGUP FM Emerge Radio. I know it's kind of hard, Mikey J. It's a long-winded one. It's not easy to say. But, I say thank you for coming. I know. People are hating, guys. You know, we're gonna have a lot of people that come on here with different viewpoints. I mean, I really actually encourage that. No, Alex, you don't have to send any more money to me. I just want people to donate to patrons because it looks cool. For me, it sounds conceited, narcissist. Guy has his own show that produces and figure out how to do the software. It's kind of difficult. It's not just a walk in the park. So what I'm saying is it just takes a lot of time. I don't necessarily need money, but if I have the patrons, it's like you give me a couple bucks a month, $3 a month. It's like a tip, and it's just something that's consistent for me that, like, you know. Wow, yes, you got to call Mike J. We're going to have a long call, and that's the only reason I'm not doing call-ins tonight, because we're going to do a bunch of call-ins tomorrow. Because that's probably going to be a lot of the show. I figured we have guests, and then we're going to do at least a couple hours of call-ins, so that's why it's going to be an 8-hour stream. We got Dr. Lorraine Day, we got David Weiss and Jared are making a cameo, and then we got RV, and then we're going to have calls. And then in between there, we might have Spiro, and we'll see. You'll see who comes. There'll be some freaking secrets. Wow, Janine was giving me $30. You just undid it, dude. Okay, what did I do, Janine? What did I do to piss off Janine? What, Janine? What did I do, Janine? So mods will kick you off here. I'll make you a mod, Janine. I didn't know. I apologize. Where are you, Janine? What happened? Everybody's fighting in the chat. Everybody's modding me out. What is going on? Come on, Janine. Oh shoot, I gotta switch account. Sky Bear. Look at that. Add moderator. Bam. And keep the $30. Don't even worry. But just stay the $3 one at least. At least stay the $3 one. We gotta grind. We gotta try to make a living, dog. Try to make $1 out of 15 cents. Okay, that's all we can do. Well, let's see. Did we go live on the... I wonder if it went through on... I want to see if it went through on the mother trucking Instagram. We're doing a lot of live editing, so... Wow, sweet irony, shield life. Guys, come on. You know that I work for the CIA. This is what it is. This is how it works. This is how the CIA works. Okay, good. Ian Halperin, the interview did air. That's good. Okay, we got to show this video.
I love the ambiance. I love the decor. I spend a lot of time trying to figure out which one I like more. The ambiance or the decor? They let me pour my own drink. I love the sound it makes. So much power. I come in here, throw back a few crispy Fiesta wrappers, then I head over to my second favorite joint, Playtime. Oh! Hold on!
What's up? You having fun?
Oh, hold on. I'm a driver, baby.
Lynch says he loves Dave and Buster's because it reminds him of his two favorite people, Buster Douglas and Dave Concepcion.
He doesn't know who that is. Another cat.
There we go.
There we go.
There we go.
There we
He
go.
has spent most of his signing bonus on skee ball, but he doesn't care.
That's like, that would be considered racist.
Buffalo economy.
You ready? It's Beethoven. You should know it.
Who was Beethoven? Oh, missed him.
On the really crazy nights, Lynch has been known to return to Applebee's. The good times never stop in Buffalo.
Oh, yeah, this spot hot.
What, is there a bunch of drama in the chat from Janine? Let's see what else going on. Come on. What's going on, Janine? What did you get censored? Really, it's not that big a deal, Janine. Did you get timed out by somebody? They're probably trying to do something nice. I wouldn't take it so personal. But what are you going to do? Guys, you know, this is what happens. I am in bail bonds, Janine. What are you talking about? See, now we're getting the story straight. Wow, so Janine, come on, what's going on? What happened, Janine? Well, Jennifer, wow, people are getting mad. Janine can call in now. I'd give Janine the link, but wow, Sarah, I trust Sarah. So Janine was talking mad shit about me. You know what? Honestly, that's another thing with the Patreon. The people that sign up for the big money always cancel. But the people that sign up for $3 haven't canceled. It's like the people that sign up for the other stuff. Oh, what grinders and shiners? That's not gay stuff. Okay, thank you. So Janine was talking a lot of shit. What are you gonna do? Okay, if Harmon did it, come on, Janine. What was she saying, Harmon? Okay, Harmon, you have to come on. If you timed her out, Harmon, what happened? We have to hear about this. Only Harmon can come on. I'm only accepting Harmon. And then I'm ending the stream. Harmon, you're the only one. You have to explain what happened. Hold on. Put it in the chat. Come on. Hold on. Not sit on the link. Harmon, what happened? Janine, you're welcome to come on too, Janine. What happened? Sorry. I'm trying to look at the chat. Are you on that, Harmon? Did you see it? Are you going to come on? You don't have to. Well, I kind of like a little bit, of tit for tat in the chat. Why not, Janine? Let's keep it spicy. Okay, Jen, I'll give you a mod. Jennifer is a patron. Sorry, Jennifer. There you go. Yeah, okay, so my dad is a career bail bondsman. He's been in it since he was 19 years old. So how it works in the bail bond business is people will go to court and it takes like 2 years to do one bond. So my dad's always had the bail bond business in my name because he has outstanding collateral. So like let's say he has a debt for another bondsman that he works with. So I would theoretically be on the hook for those debts. So I have my bail bond license as well. I hate practicing bail bonds because it sucks. You're dealing with criminals all the time. All they do is freaking lie to you, cheat you. You're literally swimming in a toilet bowl. So occasionally, yes, I'll have to write a bond, but very infrequently, less than 20 bonds a year. You know what I mean? So it's not that hard. And I have agents that write it for me. But basically what it is I take the liability on the bond. I'm an insurance underwriter. And so I have an insurance company that helps me, front it, but I lose a lot of fees on the front side if the people don't go to court. So it's just a lot of risk, not a lot of reward. And for me, I don't really like it because it's very stressful. So that's why I'm not going to be a career bail bondsman. But I'm an only child. My dad's a bail bondsman. So ipso facto, I'm a legacy bail bondsman. Is that what they would call that? Not something to be exactly proud of. And I sell used cars. That's what I like because then I don't have to have a boss. I had my dealer's license because my dad would get lots of cars in as collateral when I was a young kid. When I was a young kid, I would sell cars on the Dallas Morning News before Craigslist. So, dog, the cars sell themselves as long as they run and drive and they got AC. I can sell a bitch running all day long. The car sells themselves. So, I just rather do that. And I also focus in the wholesale side. I don't sell retail cars. Very few retail cars. I buy cars from individuals. If you know anybody trying to sell their car, you can reach out to me. I will buy that. I'll give you an instant cash offer. With enough information, the VIN, the mileage, and enough pictures, I can give you an instant cash offer on any car in the contiguous United States. So, it won't let you in. What? Maybe I typed it wrong. I wish Janine would come back on. Janine, come in too. I put you on there. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see if that works. I don't know. She's trolling. I kind of like trolls. Hold on, Harmon, I see you. I see you, Harmon. I gotta cut my mouse. Bye. You see, Harmon, I gotta cut my mouse. Bye. Okay, it's playing. It's I think you're playing me through.
Well, I don't know.
Hold on. Do this. Do paste. I hear you, Harmon. Okay, so Harmon, real quick, what give me the everybody's saying Janine is trolling. Is this true? What is going on? What was she doing? I believe you. I believe you. You're a prison guard, dude. I trust your judgment, dude. You're into the inmates. Like, you know how to keep a prison in line. I don't know why you wouldn't be able to keep a YouTube chat in line. So what's the skivvy? What's the scuttlebutt?
God, it was the way when you were interviewing that guy, and she was just making comments, especially when you talked about being a Bells bossman. Oh, now he's a Bells bossman. Just being negative, just being dumb in the chat, and I didn't want to hear no nonsense, and so I just timed her out for 5
Wow, they don't like that. People don't like that I have a hustle. Like I said, they want me to work a 9 to 5, but I'm telling you, it's a fucking grind. Everything I've done, every shitty job, it's like that guy, Mike Rowe. I'm not trying to pat myself on the back. You've worked in a prison. Now, that's definitely a tough job, more tough than my job. But I've never worked a job at where I got a paycheck. So it's just been a pain in the ass. There's a lot of freaking deals and stress. And the bail bond business is even more stressful because you get people out of jail and they have to show up to court. So I've seen my dad almost not crying because he's a man, didn't cry, but so emotionally fucked up by the behavior of ex-convicts and murderers. You know what I mean? It's just not the type of person you want to trust.
Well, as Tommy says, it's your show, and I like it. And we were trying to get you to play the Music Guru. The group wanted you to play the new song. but that's okay. You didn't. It's all
Oh
right.
shit! I'll play it. I'll play it right now. I'll play the long song. Did he just have a new song that comes
voted on
out?
it. We voted that we wanted to hear it. But
Oh,
Tommy
for
said,
sure. I didn't-
"Harmon, it's his show and he'll do what he wants." And I said, Tommy's right.
I didn't even see that. It's funny. I got to look in the chat because I wasn't even looking. Okay, wait. So what's his new song here? Videos. We're gonna play that. Oh, one day
Yeah,
ago,
yeah.
television watching. Okay, we're gonna play that. That'll be the last song that we'll play that before we go. Okay. So she was kind of play hating. Let me see Janine chat. I dealt with plenty of
I
bell
just
ones.
don't like
Broken my whole life.
question your integrity.
So what,
You know,
Janine?
like-
I'm very. Listen, Janine, what are you trying to deny that I'm a bail bondsman? Janine, I spent more times behind a jail than you've ever imagined. I mean, I've been a licensed bail bondsman since I was 17. I actually got emancipated to be able to enter into a legal contract so I could get my bail bond license. So listen, I'm very familiar with the insurance underwriting business. I'd love you to come on, Janine, and we could talk all about the bail bond business. You know it as a mortgage broker so much. You know, it's like people don't like that because I guess it's like people think I'm trying to sound like it's a cool job because bail bondsman is sketchy, but it's like you, Harmon. You know how I think it's cool that you're freaking guard, but you probably don't think it's cool that you're a guard. I mean, you're over it. You know what I mean? You don't think there's any cachet. I think that's cool that you're a law enforcement type guard. You don't give a shit.
No, I like being a guard. It was fun because believe it or not, once the program's down in state prison, it's not like what you see in the county and stuff. That's tougher. The state, we had our riots, we had our stabbings and killings and stuff like that, but they usually very, very seldom came after the guards.
Well, did you see that one video there where that guy got a hold of him, that new viral video? Oh, you don't see that much on the internet. There's a new viral video where a guy, let me try to find it. Hold on, let me see that. Let me see. Inmate grabs a guard. This is new. And then they shot him one day ago. Hold on, I'm going to show you this. There's no images. It's in Oklahoma.
You see what Janine's writing now? I've traveled to many prisons as a notary and mortgages and broke. She just one up you.
Yeah, I know. So she knows more about bail bonds because of that. I mean, come on. This isn't a competition. Okay, well, shoot. There's like this really intense video, but I can't find it on CNN. But I think it's probably because it's too graphic. They shot the guy. He grabbed a guard and had something to his neck, and they shot him. So,
Well,
yeah, that's what.
I mean, the gun isn't on the ground.
No, I think they shot him from the guard shack or whatever. They didn't want to, but they said they didn't have a choice. Let me read it. I'll read it, so I'll do it justice. Hold on real quick, if I believe it. Inmate killed by police, held corrections officer hostage, and let me show you this. Angus, she said on the keyboard. They have to lean against keyboard. Inmate killed by police, held
in a courthouse or something, because that's not a prison. We don't have police in a prison setting.
Well, look, officer hostage and took his radio and keys. Oh, you can't see it. Oh, you can see my screen. And his radio and keys to free other inmates. Administrator says. So CNN, an inmate in the Oklahoma County Detention Center held a correctional officer. So it sounds like you're right. It's a detention center. Held a correctional officer hostage, took his radio and keys, and released other inmates before being shot and killed by police on Saturday. The faculty's administrator said in a news conference. Oklahoma County Detention Center Administrator Greg Williams said the hostage situation took place during a med pass, which is when the medicine is given to the inmates. There was 37 inmates housed on the floor, which is not clear how many were released, how many were involved in the incident, Williams said. The hostage situation occurred in a segregation pod where the inmates that are most difficult to handle are housed, Williams explained. Oklahoma County Sheriff Tommy Johnson said his department dispatched a senior tactical team to the scene just after 4 p.m. The team tried to de-escalate the situation, but the inmate had the detention officer in a hostage position with something held to his neck, Johnson said. So responders used lethal force. Gas was deployed during the situation, Johnson said. Officers with the Oklahoma City Police Department also responded to the scene to provide aid and were among the officers who administered the lethal force, according to Oklahoma City Police Chief Wade Gowerly. What do you think about that?
That's a county jail. That's where the sheriffs and stuff are, yeah.
Everybody's saying, why has it become the Janine Show? I love the Janine Show. Well, I actually hope Janine. I wish Janine would come on the show. I actually love this type of banter back and forth. That there's drama. That's awesome.
I didn't mind. I just didn't like her questioning your integrity.
Oh yeah, give me a break. Oh shit, Angus turned off my camera. He pressed. I have a hotkey. Like watch this. I press this key and it makes me go away. And so Angus pressed it on the keyboard. Wow. Angus is
that
right.
music guru.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna let you go. I'm gonna play that thing. So you're a patron, right? Obviously, Harmon, you're one of the first ones. I know that. That's a facetious question, but I'm saying I know that. But I'm gonna send you the link. I was just really thinking, like, how am I gonna send you the link? But I'm like, it's gonna be through Patreon. That's what I was like.
Hey, real quick. Hey, Tommy. I when you were missing for a while there, I kept putting in the chat. I said, I bet you he's working his butt off. I bet you he's working in a job. So I guessed right what you were doing.
Well, yeah, is that what he said? He was grinding. Yeah, people said this drama is going to kill the show. I don't know if that's true. I don't know how this drama would kill the show.
It's not that serious. It's not that serious.
I think the drama is kind of interesting, to be quite honest. So
she's holding her own. She says she's a 56-year-old grandma.
Well, God bless your soul, Janine. We love you. We love you if you're 56, 86, 26-year-old grandma. I don't know if that's possible, but we love you anyway. Okay. All right, Harmon. I'll see you on the other side. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Bye.
All right. What awesome. Let me play Conspiracy Music Guru for you right there. Janine. I can't believe we're having a fight, Janine. Well, you do need to call in sometime. That would be really, I'm sure the people in the chat would love that. Okay. Hold on.
More alarming, some media out.
Hold on. Okay. Okie dokie.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these same fake stories without checking facts first.
The sharing of biased and false news has become all too common on social media. More alarming, some media outlets publish these stories without checking facts first. Unfortunately, some media use their platforms with their own personal followers and agenda control.
Deceived. Let's go. Let's go! So Yeah.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy. This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Everybody go follow Conspiracy Music Guru. Okay, everybody, this is a Janine show tonight, which I actually like it, so we can take the shine off of Primetime 99. Okay, nobody rock out Janine. Let Janine stay in the chat, Janine. That was a great song. Everybody needs to go follow Conspiracy Music Guru. But come on, everybody, we need to get freaking a little nicer in the chat. I hate that we're having beef like this. Janine99. Janine, are you my mom, Janine? Are you on a fake name? Well, who is that, Janine? What are you doing to us, Janine? Janine, I love you, Janine. I don't want you to be fighting, not with RT. No, please don't fight. Yeah, I believe it as a bail bondsman. Yeah, I take collateral. I take property as collateral. So you probably did have to remortgage people's houses so they could borrow money against their house and the equity they already had in it. I'm sure that happens all the time. A lot of times we take car as collateral because, we don't take the full collateral. We usually just take 10% collateral. We take like 10% bond fee and only 10% collateral. Depending on how much the bond is, we specialize in high bonds. So 10% collateral is still, 10% of $100,000 or 10% of $250,000 is still $25,000. So we take a lot of risk in the higher priced bonds. So that's why it's stressful. Sounds like it's fun. It's not a walk in the park. I'll tell you that much. Loaning criminals money is not a good business. And that's just the Cliff Notes version of way to describe it. But basically, you're giving loans to criminals, hoping they go to court. So, Janine, you're welcome to come on. We can talk all we want about bail bonds. Even one day I'll have my dad on. He'll tell you how you got in the bail bond business. Okay, we're ending the stream, but we got to talk about the last few things, guys. Everybody that's watching this, you have to go tomorrow. It's going to be the epic, the 3/31/2021 stream. It's going to be called the Solar Malfunction stream. It's going to be wild like a stepchild. And I've been a stepchild, so I know how crazy it's going to be. And I just want you to know this. I want you to know this. If you're not there, you can always join the Patreon later and get to watch the stream. Now, are you going to be there in spirit? No. As a matter of fact, your negative energies by not joining the Patreon will kind of bring the show down because we want you there. So I'm going to guilt you into joining. And now, because it's less than 24 hours, it is $3 now. I know we raised the price, but it's within 24 hours of the stream. So that's just how it has to be sometimes, guys. We're on the ground all the time. And I know some of y'all disagreed with the guest, but I really enjoyed Ian tonight, and we'll definitely have him on again. I know people are going to freak out. But I just want to say I love you, Janine. I love you, Jennifer. I love you, Sarah. I love all you guys in the chat. I love you, RT. Everybody that shared it, that shared the tweet. Thank you, guys. So whether you're a patron or not, but tomorrow how it will work is we'll go live at 4, and then I'll probably do like an hour on all the channels, and then I'll end that stream, and then we'll be on the strictly patrons only stream. So that's what we're about to do. We're going to freaking go buck wild. Lorraine Day, dog, no filter. I don't even want to know what she's going to say. No idea.
This is for the people who like to shake their ass.
Y'all better start shaking it. I love y'all. Let's go, Craig Diamond. Join that Patreon. Tomorrow's going to be off the chain.
Now which one of y'all hoes ready to clown with a nigga from the D-town? I put it down like Trey and Eminem. What I'm giving them, game that's
peace.
Never forget me, bitch. Whether I'm rich or a pissy poor, whether I love all ladies or just all whores, whether I rock the top in a dubbed out crew, whether I take you out to eat and order rat soup. It really don't matter at all. DJ Assault, aka Craig Diamonds, y'all. So what you saying? We gon' get naughty, y'all. Ready to party with the girls with naked bodies, y'all. Okay. So strip tease, get on your knees. Stop me at the clubs when the cops yell freeze. Illegal shit, we gon' leave confidential. This is what I'm giving you over this instrumental. Something to shake your ass to. Something to make that cash to. Something to shake your